Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving into a truly massive opportunity for market expansion in South Asia. And more importantly, we're going to break down the exact strategy you need to actually capture it. We're talking about the single company exhibition service offered by Trade and Investment Bangladesh, or TNIB for short. If you're an international manufacturer, maybe a tech provider, or an investor just looking to scale up, well, TNIB is positioning itself as the absolute ultimate strategic partner for your market expansion. Let's get into it.
Over 170 million. Just think about that number for a second. That is the population of Bangladesh. But, it's not just about the sheer size of the population here. What this number really represents is a rapidly growing middle class, surging industrialization, and seriously fast increasing purchasing power. Plus, Bangladesh is strategically located right there, connecting South Asia with Southeast Asia. It has literally emerged as one of Asia's absolute fastest growing economies. This is an incredibly lucrative prize for foreign companies that are looking for sustainable expansion.
But of course, that brings us to the million-dollar question, right? How do you actually enter Asia's fastest-growing economy successfully? Now, you might be wondering if you can just, appoint a local distributor from afar, or maybe launch a highly targeted digital ad campaign. But let me tell you, in this specific landscape, those conventional tactics, they simply won't cut it. Entering this market requires way more than just surface-level marketing. It requires profound credibility and direct, on-the-ground engagement.
Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, the Market Entry Challenge, overcoming the trust deficit. The biggest hurdle foreign companies face here actually isn't a lack of demand. Nope, it's a lack of trust. When you're operating across borders, you are stepping into a business environment that plays by its own unique cultural rules. You absolutely have to know how to navigate them to overcome that initial trust deficit. Let's contrast your typical playbook with the actual reality on the ground in Bangladesh. Traditional marketing approaches, stuff like digital ads, cold emails, or renting a shared booth at some massive, crowded trade fair, they have value, sure, but they really dilute your brand focus. It's kind of like shouting in a crowded room. Conversely, the business culture in Bangladesh is highly relationship-driven. Local decision-makers prefer face-to-face meetings. They want to see live product demonstrations before they even think about signing any major purchasing agreements. They need immediate trust building, and honestly, an email blast is just never going to deliver that. Which brings us to Section 2, the solution, Single Company Exhibitions Explained. Like I said, you don't bridge that gap by fighting for attention in a crowded room. You do it by owning the room entirely. And this is the ultimate remedy offered by T&IB. It's the perfect, highly focused tool designed specifically to conquer this new market.
So, what exactly is this? By definition, a single company exhibition is a fully customized business event where your company, and only your company, exclusively presents its products, technologies, and services to a list of carefully invited guests. You aren't sharing exhibition space with hundreds of other competitors. No way. You are at the absolute center of attention. Whether you're doing a big product launch, recruiting distributors, or making investor presentations, this personalized format ensures that your unique value proposition is the literal only thing the audience is focused on.
And hey, the results really speak for themselves. Just listen to what Mostafuz Rahman, the founder and CEO of Cannabiz Inc. up in Canada, had to say. He noted that working with TNIB has been a highly professional and value-driven experience, and that their commitment to quality execution and ethical practice makes them a highly reliable partner. TNIB, which is led by founder and CEO MD Joinal Abdin, successfully bridges these international borders with strategic insight and real, hands-on support. They aren't just event planners, they are deeply integrated market entry consultants.
The core benefit here is absolute exclusivity. When you utilize a single company exhibition, you get undivided brand visibility. Because TNIB curates the guest list, you're getting direct access to the exact importers, manufacturers, and government agencies you actually need to meet. By meeting these executives personally, answering their technical questions face-to-face, and showing them live product demos, you build that crucial trust immediately. This leads to incredibly high-quality, relevant sales leads and allows you to recruit local partners like exclusive distributors or sales agents in a fraction of the time it would take you to do it independently. It's a real game changer. Moving right along into Section 3, the blueprint, TNIB's step-by-step execution. Now, it's one thing to understand the value of an exclusive exhibition on paper, right? But executing it flawlessly in a foreign country? That is a massive logistical challenge. This is exactly where TNIB's comprehensive end-to-end management comes into play, ensuring you don't have to navigate this complex process in the dark.
So here is how that client journey builds, step by step. First up, TNIB handles the initial market consultation and selects the perfect venue for you, whether that's a high-end hotel, a massive convention center, or an exclusive business club. Then comes step 2, event planning and custom booth design to get your branding just right. Step 3 is vital. They use their extensive local network to send targeted invitations and handle marketing promotions to get the exact industry leaders you need in that room. Step 4 is the actual execution, which includes structured, scheduled B2B matchmaking sessions based on purchasing potential and industry relevance. Pretty smart, right? Then, step 5. They bring in the media for press coverage and provide vital English to Bangla language interpretation so communication is totally seamless. Finally, step 6 is the post-event follow-up. They actually help you with distributor negotiations and commercial due diligence to lock in those deals. They handle the whole shebang.
And honestly, the scope of this is just staggering. The cross-industry opportunities waiting for international suppliers in Bangladesh are truly abundant. We're talking healthcare and pharmaceuticals, ICT, cybersecurity and software, renewable energy and solar tech, plus industrial and agricultural machinery, food processing and packaging tech, and smart building and construction materials. The demand for advanced technologies and high-quality international partnerships across these sectors is absolutely exploding right now.
Which brings us to our final section, Section 4, the payoff, sustainable long-term growth. Ultimately, you really have to look at this not just as some one-day promotional event, but as a deeply strategic investment. The entire architecture of the single company exhibition is specifically designed to turn these initial, highly focused face-to-face meetings into years, literally years, of sustainable commercial success and long-term growth.
And this brilliantly illustrates how short-term actions directly translate to long-term value. Think about it. Those live product demonstrations you do, they directly translate into faster market validation and significantly reduced market entry risks. The direct executive discussions you hold right there on the floor, they give you stronger, fully vetted distributor networks. And that scheduled B2B matchmaking orchestrated by TNIB, well, that is the very foundation for sustainable, highly profitable commercial partnerships that can last for decades.
Which leaves us with one final, absolutely vital question. Is your company ready to enter Bangladesh with absolute confidence? Success in this dynamic, incredibly fast-growing market requires visibility, trusted relationships, and exactly the right local partner. If you're looking to make a lasting impact and transform fresh opportunities into long-term partnerships, TNIB's single company exhibition service might just be your ultimate gateway to dominating the South Asian market. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer today, and I really hope this provided a clear, structured roadmap for your international expansion.